Welcome back. A new Daredevil issue is out. When we last saw Daredevil, he was under fire from this mysterious new future-seeing villain named Omen. He had visions of Matt Murdock ushering in a total apocalypse that leaves New York City in ruins. Matt, now working as a college professor, is forced to balance his lecture hall duties with the crushing weight of Omen hunting him down. He has come to the grim realization this new enemy will target anyone in his orbit, meaning every choice Matt makes, both as a teacher and a lawyer, is now a literal matter of life and death. With that, let's dive right in and take a look at this latest issue. We see Foggy Nelson sleeping peacefully in bed when the cell phone rings. Caller ID displays Matt from New York. He picks it up and says, "Matt, everything's okay?" "I need a favor, Foggy. I need you to cover my classes at ESU today." "Foggy, it's like 4 in the morning here, and it's only 2 classes. Buddy, I do a lot for you, and I have done a lot for you, but I am not leaving Miami. I had a meeting, and it's going really, really well." "Yes, are you in trouble? Is this related to the nighttime activities? Could you call Jessica or Luke?" Matt hangs up on Foggy as Foggy says, "Rude." Back in New York, Daredevil is perched on a roof, holding his shoulder in pain as he drops his cell phone. He's narrating. He's right, of course. Foggy Nelson has done more for me than any friend should. But last night, as he starts replaying the events, someone in a mask broke into my home, someone I couldn't sense, couldn't read, someone claiming they could see a horrible future. We cut to Daredevil swinging through the city again. He crashes through a window as he narrates, "Well, I have a little prophecy of my own, and I don't even need to see the future for that one. I will find the man in the mask." As we see Daredevil confronting the Owl and the henchman as he says, "Hello, Owl." We're in a morgue, New York City. We see a body lying partially covered as Detective Fort is narrating. "I've seen worse. Worse than a killer leaving a body on a subway car with the eyes removed with perfect precision." And Officer Callahan chimes in, "You gonna puke, Detective Fort?" Fort, "I'm not gonna puke. I'm fine." As he narrates, "I'm lying, of course." Callahan, "I think I got some gum on me. We used to give mints to our youngest when he had an upset stomach. Calms things right down, and I don't need gum. I need a lead." As we hear, "Well, I guess you're in luck." As this woman walks in, "You're right. I checked the backlogs like you asked, and well, might be better if I show you." Man standing by the morgue drawers reads the file. 2 unhoused men were found last month in late stages of decomposition. The one on the right was identified by responding officers by the street name Skim. Toxicology showed repeated exposure to controlled substances consistent with long-term abuse. The detectives examined the body. As she continues, there's also a note in the file that the eyes could have been taken by wildlife, but Detective Fort, the orbital margins are intact, no tearing, no splintered bones. And before these 2, there's more? She continues, before these 2, a cargo ship docked with multiple deceased on board. It didn't come up right away because the ship is foreign flagged and the deaths potentially happened outside U.S. waters, making it a federal case. She continues, multiple crew members were found deceased with their eyes removed. Fort, international waters, foreign vessel? That's a dead end. The FBI won't be interested in cooperating on this. Callahan, why do we need their cooperation? Fort, because it's their case. You don't just walk onto a ship that has been seized by the feds. He says, why not? It's not complicated as you're making it seem, and don't worry about it. Cap back to Daredevil, who's fighting the henchman, as he narrates, "I got a plan. The plan was to ask Leland Owlsley, aka the Owl, about my mysterious attacker. If there's anyone in the city with more information about things corrupt, illegal, and sinister, I've yet to find them. And if I'm really being honest, after a new job, new bar, and a new man in the mask, I welcome some familiarity. I was attacked in my own home, let someone take in riddles, get the better of me. He distracted me, told me Matt Murdock would die, and I lost focus." Daredevil now standing over the defeated henchman as the Owl screams, "I didn't do anything!" Daredevil, "I could smell ammonia and acetone from 3 blocks away." "Yeah? Search this place then. You won't find drugs here." Daredevil grabs the Owl by the collar. "Someone's running around the kitchen in a cloak and mask. What do you know?" Owl, "That's not ringing any bells, sorry." Daredevil narrates, his pulse is spiking, his breath is tightening. "You're lying. Who is he?" "I don't know. Honest, I don't know. All I know is rumblings." People talking about this character in a white mask with black stripes, but Daredevil, what do you mean? The Owl explains, a good guy, capes and tights. Last I heard, your guy was around this dealer called Skim. Real low-life, drugs and robbery, just the worst. But that's all I know. If you want to search my place for drugs, as he turns around, Daredevil is gone, and the Owl says, rude. Cut to the Hudson dockyard at night. Detective Fort and Officer Callahan go off the grid, creeping through a pitch-black industrial cargo ship without bureau backup. The tension is high. In the middle of the gritty ship, the air suddenly changes. Callahan smells something good. It doesn't smell like oil or death. As Fort says, it smells like lavender. They follow the lavender scent, which leads them straight into a nightmare. Fort, I think I stepped on something, as he lowers his light to see his severed eyeballs all over the floor staring back at him. Officer Callahan slowly shines a light on the wall and he says, what the hell is this? We cut to ESU, Matt Murdock in front of the lecture hall, bandaged, bruised, with two black eyes. When the student Lauren asks, what happened? He dodges the question as he answers, sometimes I trip over things. He continues with the class. The students are debating when Matt comes to a realization. He has missed a massive detail in tracking down Omen. As he thinks to himself, how could I be so stupid? He quickly cuts the class short, bailing on the students mid-sentence as he says, I have to go, it's an emergency, just do the homework listed online. Realizing that every second he spends in the classroom puts all the students in the crosshairs of Omen. Matt, panicked and lost in thought, runs into the tech tycoon Harlan Vale in the hallway. Matt doesn't stop to chat. He keeps moving as he says, I'll get back to you soon, Mr. Vale, promise. As Vale smirking as he's watching Murdock walk away. As a panicked Matt walking through a busy city street surrounded by people, thinking to himself, that masked man is in my head. He's confused all my senses. It could be anyone. It could be everyone. I can't sense him. As he hears multiple conversations at the same time, he narrates, I can't seem to focus. I can't trust what I hear. We cut back to the detectives. As they shine the light, we see a pinboard with a web of photos, documents, and that classic red string tying the whole nightmare together, all leading to Matt Murdock. As Officer Callahan says, you just got yourself a suspect. Cut back to Matt Murdock, not able to focus, overpowered by the voices he hears, step off the sidewalk into the street. He doesn't even notice the truck coming straight for him when suddenly Spider-Man swings in and picks him up. He's barely conscious of what's happening. He's reeling from his sensory meltdown and can only say, Spider-Man? As Spider-Man responds, what have I told you about taking hit and run cases so literally, Matt? And this ends this issue. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please leave a comment, like, or subscribe, and I'll see you next time.